host, Hako, also known as Artist Bullet on PlayStation 4, and I'm completing the Tower Bounty.
I'm leaving. I'm going to go find them.
There is nothing out there for you, Orin.
Please don't pretend you care. This is a courtesy dredging.
I don't use that name. Not anymore.
Your friend Cam says otherwise.
Hand to my heart, I'm not lying.
You can't even hear yourself.
Orin, please!
I'm going, Wu Ming. This friendship, whatever you want to call it, it's over. Try not to get shot.
You want to go back to 1,000 years of the Traveler's Dogma, kid? Give up your freedom? Fine. You do you.
So we have an awoken fighter. It's already been established that the 9 are members of the original crew that became awoken. I wonder if that's Orin. Oh well, I don't really know that much. Let's see what we got. Crap, testing loot. Yeah, yes. Oh man. Sometimes I wonder if I just play the game because I'm a sucker for fucking punishment. I mean, it doesn't even have better loot. I mean, stats, and you can't even put seasonal mods on it. Actually, that's pretty good. I got pretty good. So, that was the invitation that Zur was selling this week. The tower for me. I'm pretty sure a lot of you out there have already done better and more aggressively. But that's all, just a short little chapter drop. Watching me delete shit. Try to get excited. Alright, what's left of the bounties? Hey, it's a Forge Ignitions and caches just today. I'm not doing it. Izanami is just no. Anyway, so small reaction to Cactus's video about them possibly deleting planets based upon details that he picked up in the IO bunker. Um, it's totally possible they could do that, and mostly what I think they would probably want to do is consolidate the public spaces. Destiny has 3 types of spaces, basically. You have your social space, which is the tower, the farm, and then, of course, the exclusive social spaces, which is the lighthouse via the trials of Osiris and the trials of the 9 earlier on. So the social spaces can more or less stay the same. They're kind of not that big, and they don't really require too much rendering. Now, the thing that I remember hearing from early Destiny development is that everything you see in the game is physically modeled in the game, and this is why when you go look at your storage on your console or your PC or whatever you're playing on, you compare it to file sizes of other games, like say if you're playing Elder Scrolls Online or Conan Exiles, or honestly even Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2 on my console is up to 100 gigabytes, which is just insane. But you don't hear them talking about cutting content. Because it is mostly a PvP game, so they don't need to render as large a world. Now, take a look at Destiny here. They're saying, according to the developers in early discussions from way back in Destiny 1, everyone that everything you see in this environment is physically modeled. Now, that's kind of a misnomer because it's all virtually modeled. But when they say physically modeled, they're actually saying that it's got a three-dimensional mesh and a skin and a texture assigned to it. This bloats the code. It is not elegant. Now, why would you need to physically make a three-dimensional virtual? I mean, those satellites,
We made some progress on that
that
satellite,
you know,
but we'll have
Jupiter
to put it on hold
itself,
for now.
all those smoke clouds that are moving and stuff, all of that could be very easily 2D rendered. You don't need to, like, you know, make a physical model of it. Now, the chances are they probably are 2D rendered now. Um, so when they're talking about like removing some content because it's just gotten too data heavy, maybe people are. What they're really saying is that people are just not engaged anymore in that content. We think about the Reckoning. We think about the Menagerie. We think about, well, the Trials of Osiris. Um, you know, this is all content that, you know, doesn't really need to be here. And another perfect example of this as to what they would be doing to, you know, streamline the code, so to speak. Let's take a look at Earth. All right. A while back, Nessus and Earth, and I think it was not Titan. It was Earth, and the Earth and Nessus had all the forges. Okay, so you come up here. There used to be a forge here. You could access all the forges by simply just oh, it's 0 hour heroic. Oh, that's right. You could access all the forges from the map directly, and so you can pick and choose the map, the forges you want. Now it's on a daily random rotation, which is not all that random because day before yesterday was Izanami, and that is the least popular forge that I can think of. Both in discussion with other Guardians and, of course, my own experience, people really can't get their head around the mechanics, and it's not that much different than these, you know, these public events that we're doing here for the bunkers. Kill ads, throw orbs, make sure your aim is good. That's a really simple mechanic.
Support tower under attack.
I'm like, hello?
Enemy is moving in on the support tower.
Like I said, really simple mechanic. But you don't see many people doing that. Ooh, don't do it too close though, because you will get killed. No, why are you shooting shit that's not even on the tower? If you're out here for kills, my friend, you should probably be working on the tower. And nobody picks up the leftovers either. That's what I've noticed as well. It's interesting because it's like it just feels like everyone is just waiting for it all to just drop in their hands. Get the leftovers, buddy. Yeah, I know. They're not killing. They're not clearing the pad. They're just going for long-range kills. People don't know how to identify vectors.
Clear that tower, Guardian. They're cutting off your arc supply.
Here they come again. See, we should be focusing on these guys because they're hard to remove and they jump in. Better give me fucking points for that.
Support tower has a serious crowd control problem. Clear it up. Support tower has a serious crowd control problem. Clear it up.
That's her warning us that it's going to launch balls here in a minute, so get a fucking move.
Hooking up a heavy frame. Here it comes.
I'm really grateful there's no friendly fire. Seraph guns are supposed to be dropping war mine charges, but that's not happening.
Here goes backup. Heavy frame deployed. Support tower is overwhelmed. Cutting the arc energy supply.
No. I was gonna say, I hate that fucking cinematic bullshit they try to do. I'll be honest, I don't have any satisfaction by the teeth kind of bullshit. That's not just me.
Clear that tower, Guardian. They're choking your arc supply.
Harder, daddy.
Bringing out the big gun.
Finally.
Rasputin's recalling the frames and taking the towers offline.
Are you
Try
kidding?
again later.
Ah, we were so close. This is what kills the game for me. Yep, that's about how I feel right there. And with that, I'm just going to go ahead and sign off. Thanks for watching Spinfoil TV. I've been your host, Hako. Find me as Artist Post on PlayStation 4 if you want to hang out and social casuals, how things are supposed to be done.